Good evening, learners. This is yet another evening. We are here to continue demystifying and simplifying mathematics to make it easier. So before we start our lesson or our today's lesson, ensure you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell so that each and every time I upload a new video or I live stream, you'll always be notified. I remain your favorite teacher, Teacher Asaf, who is always available for you and helps you turn confusion into clarity. Don't forget also to like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with another student so that we can all learn together. So in our last lesson, we learned on how to solve linear equation using elimination method. Now I want us to do more and more examples on solving linear equation using substitution method. So linear equation of two unknowns has got different methods of solving it. We started with elimination method. We'll also learn on substitution method. And as we want to do more work, we are going to also learn on how to solve simultaneous equation using matrices and also graphical methods. But for now, I want us to emphasize more on using linear equation to solve substitution method. So we have some examples provided here, and we are going to do these examples together. And once we do that, I believe that every learner who will have access to this video will no longer have difficulties to evaluate or solve linear equations using substitution method. In my previous lesson that was on elimination method, I ensured that I went through some few examples on substitution, but right now I want us to delve deeper and go deeper into understanding more on substitution. So let us now start solving this question. So we have our first question A, which is x plus 3y is equal to 8 and 5x plus 7y is equal to 24. So to solve this particular question, we said that we have the first equation and the second equation. We are going to choose one equation to be our domain question, and we say that we should choose the simplest. So between this one and this one, the question or the equation that seems to be more simpler is the first one. So let us choose x plus 3y is equal to 8 to be our domain equation. And this being our domain equation, we can decide on making x the subject of our formula. So saying making x to be the subject of our formula simply means we will ensure that x is on one side of the equal sign and take all signs and variables to the other side of the equal sign. So we will have x remaining there, then plus 3y will go to the other side and be 8 minus 3y. So we will call that our equation 1. So we have derived another function on another equation of x. So getting that, we will now substitute this value of x into our second equation. So we have 5x plus 7y is equal to 24, having x as 8 minus 3y. X is equal to 8 minus 3y. So we will replace x with 8 minus 3y and have 5 into bracket 8 minus 3y plus 7y is equal to 24. So we have substituted the value of x here, or x with this 8 minus 3y. That is where the concept of substitution comes in. So we will now take 5 times 8, which is 40, minus 5 times 3 is 15y plus 7y is equal to 24. So having that, we can now put the right terms together. 40 minus 15y plus 7y, that will give us minus 8y. So simply we said, or in simple terms, we say that if you owe someone 15 shillings and then you pay that person 7 shillings, you will remain with a debt of 8 shillings, then is equal to 24. So we will take 40 to the other side of the equal sign and have minus 40, where we now have minus 8y is equal to 24 minus 40 is equivalent to negative 16. So we will divide both sides by negative 8 to get our y as 2. After getting our y as 2, we can now get our x. Our x is 8 minus 3y, and our y is 2. So having our y as 2, we will now say x is equals to 8 minus 3 times 2 is 6, and that will give us a 2. Our x also will become a 2. So we have our x as 2 and our y as 2. Let us proceed to the next question. Question number 2. We will solve question number 2 using substitution method. Using substitution method. So let us lab this one. So let's have the second part. The second question is 0.2x plus 0.5y is equivalent to 3.5. Then we have 7x minus 6y is equal to 5. 7x minus 3y is equal to 5. So to solve this question, we can choose one equation to be our domain. And in this case, we can choose the first equation to be our domain. So we will use 0.2x plus 0.5y is equal to 3.5. In this case, let us decide to make x our subject. So when we make x our subject, we will take the value of y to the other side of the equal sign and be left with 0.2x is equal to 3.5 minus 0.5y. And since we want to be left with x alone, we will divide with 0.2, 0.2, and 0.2. And once we divide with that, we will get our x is equal to, we can divide that using a calculator and say that 3.5 divided by 0.2, that will give us 17.5 minus 0.5 divided by 0.2, that will give us minus 2.5y. That will be our equation number 1. That will be our equation number 1. Getting this as our equation number 1, we'll now substitute this into our second equation. So we will say 7x, our x is 17.5 minus 2.5y, that is our x, minus 6y is equal to 5. So getting that, we will now take this one, 7 times 17.5 to open our brackets. 17.5 times 7, that will give us 122.5 minus 2.5 times 7, 2.5 times 7, that will definitely give us 17.5y minus 6y is equal to 5. Is equal to 5. So we can now put the right terms together. 122.5. So we can take negative 17.5 minus 6. That will give us minus 23.5y is equal to 5. So having that, we can now take this other one, this to the other side, and we can be left with negative 23.5y is equal to 5 minus 122.5. And by doing so, we will have negative 23.5y is equal to 5 minus 122.5. That will give us negative 117.5. And to be left with y, we will divide by negative 23.5, divide by negative 23.5. And by doing so, we will get our y as divide by negative 23.5, we will get our y as 5. Once we get our y as 5, we can now get our x, And for us to get our x, we can use this equation here of x. So let us lab and utilize this space here. So we have x is equal to 17.5 minus 2.5y. So let us now replace this value of y here, and we have x is equals to 17.5 minus 2.5 times 5. 2.5 times 5. That will give us x is equals to 17.5 minus 2.5 times 5. That will give us 12.5. And once we subtract 17.5 minus 12.5, we get 5. So our x here is also 5. Our x is also 5. So our y is 5 and our x is also equivalent to 5. So once we get that, we will now proceed to the last bit of our question. That is question number C. Question number C. So that is how we apply substitution method to solve simultaneous equation. As we used the scenario of a footballer and said that perhaps a footballer gets an injury, there is always a substitute who is ready to do the replacement and the substitution and play on behalf of the other player. The same case here, we are substituting the x, putting another variable of x, and once we do that, we are going to get the correct answers. So I want us now to do the last bit of our question, that is number C. And number C is x plus 7y is equals to negative 3, and 17x minus 3y is equal to 10. So we have such x plus 7y is equals to negative 3, and 17x minus 3y is equal to 10. So in this one, we will still apply the rule of substitution to answer this question. But in this case, we are going to choose, let us still choose the first equation to be our domain. But in this case, I want us to choose y as the subject of the formula. Instead of taking x, we can take y. And if we take y, we will take x to the other side, and we will have 7y is equals to negative 3 minus x. And for us to be left with y, we will have to divide everything with 7. And once we divide everything with 7, we will get our y as negative 3 over 7 minus x over 7. That will be our equation 1. That will be our equation 1. So once we have this as our equation 1, we will now replace this with our second equation where we have 17x minus 3y. Our y will be minus 3 over 7 minus x over 7. Close the bracket is equal to 10. Is equal to 10. So we will now solve and get 17x. Negative times negative will be positive. So 3 times 3 over 7, 3 times 3 over 7 will be equal to 9 over 7. It will be equal to 9 over 7 plus, because negative 3 times negative, x over 7 is the same as plus. So it will be 3x over 7 is equal to 10. So let us now put the right terms together. 17 plus 3 over 7, that will be equal to 17 whole 3 over 7, or 122 over 7x. We have plus 9 over 7 is equal to 10. Is equal to 10. So we will take this to the other side and have 122 over 7x is equals to 10 minus 9 over 7. So 10 minus 9 over 7, that will give us 61 over 7. So for us to be left with x, we will multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is 7 over 122 multiplied by 7 over 122. And once we do that by 7 1 by 7 1, 122 1, 122 1, we'll be left with x is equal to 61 over 7 times 7 over 122. We will get 61 over 7 multiplied by 7 over 122. We will get x as a half. Once we get x as a half, we can take our x here and have y is equals to negative 3 over 7 minus a half x is the same as this one 1 over 7 x. So that is going to be y is equals to negative 3 over 7 minus 1 over 7 times 1 over 2 is 1 over 14. So our y will be negative 3 over 7 minus 1 over 14. That will definitely give us negative a half. It will give us negative a half. So that is how we solve simultaneous equation using substitution method. You must ensure that you understand those concepts. So remember that we are taking the first question. When we get the first equation, we create the domain one, and then we make one of the other. Then we express x or y in terms of the opposite variable. Then end up determining the values of the unknowns using substitution method. We can have some more examples on substitution. So here you have a question. Our question reads, Musa spent 207 shillings. Musa spent 207 shillings to buy 7 exercise books. To buy 7 exercise books. To buy 7 exercise books and 4 pens. And 4 pens while Alan spent 165 shillings. Alan spent 165 shillings to buy 5 exercise books. To buy 5 exercise books. To buy 5 exercise books and 5 pens. And 5 pens of the same type. Of the same type. Find the cost of each item. Find the cost of each item. Find the cost of each item. 3 marks. So let us do that question all together. We are told Musa spent 207 shillings, to buy 7 exercise books. So to buy 7 exercise books and 4 pens. So 7 exercise books and 4 pens, Musa spent 207 shillings. 7 exercise book and 4 pens, he spent 207. While Alan spent 165, to buy five exercise books, and 5 pens, he spent 165 shillings. So in this question, we are being told to answer using substitution. Find the cost of each item. So we will choose our domain equation, which is the easiest one. And I think we can use the second one because at least this one is a multiple of 5. All these numbers are divisible by 5. So we can choose 5b plus 5p is equal to 165. And in this case, let us make b the subject of the formula. So we will have 5b is equals to, this will go to the other side. We have 165 minus 5p. So we will divide by 5, and by 5. And once we divide, we will get our b is equals to 165 divided by 5. That will give us 33 minus 5p divided by 5 is p. And that will be our equation number 1. So once we get that as our equation number 1, we will now substitute this in our first equation. Since we have used the second as the domain, we now take our substitute to the first equation. So it will be 7b. b is 33 minus p. So b is written in terms of p. Then plus 4p is equal to 207. So we will now open our brackets. This is minus. So 33 times 7, that will give us 231 minus 7p. So 7 times 33 is 231, 7 times p is 7p, plus 4p is equal to 207. So let us put the right terms together. Minus 7p plus 4p. So you owe a debt of 7 shillings, then you pay 4 shillings. You will definitely be left with a debt of 3 shillings. Is equals to, take this to the other side, 207 minus, here is plus, minus 231. 207 minus 231, that will give us negative 24. So for us to be left with p, we will divide both sides by negative 3, and we end up getting our p as 8 shillings. So the cost of a pen is 8 shillings. Let's now proceed to find the cost of a book. The cost of a book. The cost of a book. So for the cost of a book is equals to 33 minus p, and our p is 8 shillings. Our p being 8 shillings, we will replace p with 8, and we will get our b is 33 minus 8, which is equivalent to 33 minus 8. 33 minus 8 is equals to 25 shillings. So the cost of one book is equals to 25 shillings. And that is how we determine the value of a pen and the value of a book. So generally, simultaneous equation of two unknowns have got different methods of solving. So far we have done elimination and substitution, and I believe later we also work on matrices and graphical methods. I hope that it has come to a point of conclusion, and we have been able to understand more and more on substitution equations. So I have some assignment that I'll leave you to do concerning that work, and this assignment, I just write them here on my board. So this will be your assignment. You solve using substitution. Solve using substitution. And once you solve, P plus 2Q, this is the first one, is equal to 4, and 0.5P minus 32Q is equals to negative 10. Part B, we have 5x minus 8y is equal to a half, or 1 over 2. Then 3x plus 2y is equal to 2. Then question C, we have a third into bracket x plus y is equal to 2, and a quarter into bracket x minus y is equal to 1. So answer those questions and drop your answers on the comment section, or you can also drop your answer on my WhatsApp contact. So do those questions. Remember, I said that my contact is plus 254 742 090 825. That is my WhatsApp contact. So you can WhatsApp me through that contact. You can also call me using that number. Plus 254 is the same as 0742 090 825. If you are interested on my tutorial services, and also just in case you need any consultation, find out from that number. You will be having a good conversation with me on my social media platforms. So this was just a brief lesson explaining more on substitution methods, or substitution method as a method of solving linear equation for two unknowns. So again, I'm Teacher Asaf, and thank you for following me. Thank you so far for the 225 YouTube subscribers that you have given me. To all my viewers, wherever you are, I don't take this for granted, and I've never taken it for granted, the fact that you always pay attention and follow up each and everything that I upload on my YouTube channel. So continue sharing this video, not just this video, but also the link to my channel. You can just get it on my bio. Just share the link to my channel to your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend, so that we can all learn together. So this is I've now come to the end of this session. Later I'm going to upload more on Form 1 work, and I believe that we are going to enjoy and simplify mathematics together. Have a blessed night and have a good night ahead. Thank you.